Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Bayana Midday News coming to you live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kailani. Coming up this afternoon, Mutaka Mubarak Barry's mother and Telecoms Chamber CEO Kenneth Ashigbe says initial SIM registration was incomplete and M23 rebels decree ceasefire in Goma for humanitarian reasons. Do stay with us for details of the stories. Thank you for staying with us. The news is also live on Facebook and YouTube at Bayana TV. Now to our first story. Family, friends and well-wishers earlier gathered to observe final prayer for the late mother of Interior Minister Mutaka Mubarak in line with Islamic customs. Hajia Saudatu Suleimana died on Monday afternoon at the Kumfanochi Teaching Hospital after a short illness. The sad news of Hajia Saudatu Suleimana Muntaka's demise came on the same day the Asawasi lawmaker officially assumed his role as Minister of Interior following his swearing-in by President John Dramani Mahama last week. Casting a sober mood over his first day in his new ministerial role, the Asawasi MP has often credited his mother for his success, praising her upbringing and support. Tributes have been pouring in from constituents, with many offering condolences and prayers for the late Hajia Saudatu. Away from that, Chairman of Parliament's Appointment Committee, Bernard Ahiafo, has warned that the minority will be referred to Privilege Committee if he fails to render an unqualified apology to the Clerk of Parliament's Appointment Committee. Alexander Afenyomakin, in an outburst captured live on television, accused giftee Jackie Gabwa of being partisan, a claim he reiterated in multiple press conferences and media interviews. He alleged that he was working in favor of the National Democratic Congress.
According to reports, his remarks contributed to starting a brawl among committee members, forcing a halt to the vetting process that day. In response to the chaos, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin suspended 4 MPs and instructed the clerk to lodge a formal complaint with the police. Providing an update on the incidents during an interview with the media on Monday, the Adaklu MP described Afenyomakin's attack on Jiage Gogba as very reckless, very needless and uncalled for. The Akachi South MP further stated that the matter is far from over, stating a member of parliament cannot behave in that manner. He revealed that Mr. Afenyomakin's conduct would be referred to the Privileged Committee, where he could face severe consequences if he does not take the opportunity to apologize. He therefore called on the minority leader to join him in apologizing to the clerk of the committee. In the incoming days, Mr. Afenyomakin will be given a chance to apologize and resolve the matter amicably. However, if he refuses, the disciplinary process will commence. Despite the controversy, Afenyomakin has received strong backing from the opposition New Patriotic Party, which has accused Speaker Bagbin of acting autocratically by suspending 3 of their MPs. The party has labeled the move as unacceptable, arguing that it undermines its ability to hold the government accountable. Meanwhile, the Appointments Committee is set to reconvene soon for the vetting of deputy ministerial nominees, expected to be announced by President John Mahama in the coming days.
Also, the National Tripartite Committee, comprising representatives from government, employees, and organized labor association, has commenced negotiations to determine the 2025 minimum wage. The discussion began on Monday, February 3, 2025, marking a critical step in setting wage standards for the upcoming financial year. Following the conclusion of the minimum wage negotiation, discussions on base pay for public sector salary will commence.
While specifics on the measures were not revealed, the governor assured that they would be communicated at the appropriate time. With inflationary trends continuing to exert strain on the economy, Dr. Isiama emphasized that the central bank is carefully assessing the need for strategic modifications to its policies. However, he made clear that his leadership transition would not disrupt the bank's operational continuity or its strategic direction. The governor's remarks come at a time when Ghana continues to face inflationary pressures and uncertainty in its macroeconomic environment, raising expectations for a steady yet adaptive approach from the central bank under his leadership.
Now, on the international front, Rwanda-backed rebels who took control of Goma, a crucial city in eastern Congo, have declared a unilateral ceasefire in the area for humanitarian purposes. The M23 group made this announcement on Monday, responding to calls for a safe passage for aid and the needs of hundreds of thousands of displaced individuals. Goma is situated in a region rich in mineral resources, yet it remains under rebel control. There has been no immediate response from the Congolese government.
On Monday, UN spokesperson Stéphane Dujarric provided an update on the situation in Congo, expressing concern over rising health risks. He noted that while some economic activities are resuming, schools and banks are still closed and food shortages persist. The coalition of rebel factions in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo have announced a humanitarian ceasefire effective Tuesday. In their statement, the group, which includes the M23 rebels backed by Rwanda, cited humanitarian reasons for the decision after making territorial gains in the region. The UN reported that at least 900 individuals have died and 2,880 have been injured in the recent violence surrounding Goma, the largest city in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, now under rebel control. The G7 nations and the EU have condemned the offensive as a blatant infringement on DR Congo's sovereignty. The coalition, known as the Congo River Alliance, has accused the Congolese military of using aircraft to bomb areas under their control, resulting in civilian casualties. They stated that they do not plan to expand their territory despite previous claims and will maintain their current positions. In their statement, the alliance emphasized their commitment to safeguarding the civilian population and their own territories. Ongoing regional conflicts have led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of people over the past 3 years. Since the beginning of 2025, over 400,000 individuals have been displaced from their homes, as reported by the UN's Refugee Agency.
And now in business, the newly appointed governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has outlined a firm commitment to addressing the country's ongoing economic challenges, particularly persistent inflation, as part of the central bank's core mandate. In its first official meeting with deputy governors, Dr. Maswell Opoku-Afare and Elsie Ado, Dr. Isiama acknowledged the need for key policy adjustments to respond to the microeconomic pressure that have weighed heavily on growth. There's no read over.
Get ready for the biggest pre-Ramadan fair of the year. Baina TV introduces Baina Trade Connect 2025. Join us on the 2 days non-stop action of business networking, trading, learning and entertainment, featuring an open forum to connect with industry players plus a free healthcare screening. And that's not all, we've got family fun games to keep you entertained throughout the exhibition and many more. So mark your calendars for the 21st and 22nd of February and be a part of the biggest exhibition of the year, happening at Zurak Park in Medina, Libya quarters. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity to take your business to a new level, discover new products, trade and connect with industry professionals. To book a stand, contact 0539 487 757 or 0539 475 022. See you there.
Still on international front, staffers at the U.S. Agency for International Development have been instructed to stay out of the agency's Washington's headquarters after billionaire Elon Musk announced that Donald Trump had agreed with him to shut the agency down. This according to a notice distributed to staff early Monday.
Musk, Trump and some Republican lawmakers have increasingly targeted the U.S. aid and development agencies, which oversees humanitarian, development and security programs in over 120 countries. They have accused it of promoting liberal causes. U.S. aid staffers say that approximately 600 employees were logged out of the agency's computer systems overnight. Those still able to access the system receive emails stating that the headquarters building would be closed to agency personnel on Monday, February 3rd. Democratic lawmakers have protested these developments, arguing that Trump lacks the constitutional authority to shut down U.S. aid without congressional approval. U.S. aid played a crucial role in delivering global humanitarian aid, supporting economic development and fostering peace and security in some of the world's most vulnerable regions.
And now in sports, Ghana Premier League side Asante Kotoko have put out football-related activities on hold until further following the unfortunate incident which happened in Nsawatiri over the weekend. Kotoko aside losing the match day 19 game against Insutriman, also suffered another unfortunate news as the club supporter Francis Frimpong, also known as Pole, was stabbed to death. The incident happened at the Nana Kromansa, the second stadium, on Sunday, February 2, with his death being as a result of acts of violence at the match center.
The incident happened at the Nana Kromansa, the second stadium, on Sunday, February 2nd, with his death being as a result of acts of violence at the match center. While the Ghana Football Association (GFA) and the Ghana Police Service have begun an investigation into the matter, the Porcupine Warriors have also halted on football-related activities until the perpetrators are brought to book. Asante Kotoko suspends all footballing activities of the senior team until further notice. The team stance remains unchanged. Kotoko will not resume footballing duties until justice is served and concrete steps are taken to prevent such barbaric acts from ever happening again. A statement from the club read: management has suspended all activities relating to football pitch until further investigations into the matter. Asante Kotoko juvenile team and players recovering from injuries who require rehab will be allowed at the training center. The Inspector General of Police (IGP) Dr. George Akufo-Addo held talks with the leadership of Kotoko on Tuesday, February 4th, in relation to Sunday's ill-fated match.
And this is how we wrap up. I'm Khadija Kubra Keilani. Our website, bernardmultimedia.com, has more. Do stay with us for more of our. Do watch out for more of our program.